Hello, good morning, good afternoon, or even good evening, depending on when you're listening to this. This is the Positive Outcome Show. The question is, how can we add, share, or bring or invite more positivity into our lives? That's what I'm going to answer on this podcast. I'm your host. My name is Flemming Schmidt, and welcome to the Positive Outcome Show. Now, in order for me to do so, I need to come up with ideas. I need to share findings on how to do this. And for me, it's a two-part journey, this positivity thing. Because first up, in today's world, 2020, with everything that is going on still here in the middle of November, I think that humanity needs, we need to remind ourselves of kindness, the love, the affection, the goodness, the awareness, the appreciation, and the respect and understanding for equality for us all. I mean, those are just some of the topics that I think we should be better at sharing, loving, appreciating, and inviting into our lives. And this is an outlet for that, and hopefully it serves you to wanting something different in life, or you are the one who's bringing the impact of positivity around in your community, in your peers group, in your congregation, in your whatever gathering you are at. And the second part of this is actually for me to be able to document my journey, and to document the things that I do. So it is not me trying to look good. That's not at all the intention behind all of this. It is simply me trying to contribute to positivity, bringing it back. And for me, it's at the same time also a documentary on how I have approached these things. And I will share good days and bad days. And if for some reason one of my podcasts didn't make it on air on time, it's just because life happened and for some reason I didn't record it. It might be mindset related, feeling off, or as I mentioned, just so happens that life happened. I have two amazing kids as well. I see them every second weekend, and I treasure the time and I prioritize spending time with them. So it's not every time that I get to do a podcast or record one. So if it happens that I'm not able to post one, it's not that I am not committed to doing this, because I still am. It's simply because life happened and I got kind of distracted or something got in the way. However, here I am, and I am committed to doing this full time. Or my challenge for this is to make one new podcast, to publish one new podcast every day for a whole year. And it's kind of a marketing strategy as well. It's also a strategy for building, engaging, serving a crowd, a community, an audience that might be inspired by the words that are not the worlds, by the words I'm sharing. All right. So kind of off my head on the topic off my head was it's not about so much about the product, the technique, the tools. It's about the message. That is by far the most important thing, the most important topic, purpose, mission, whatever it is. It's the message that you want to share, the message that I want to share. It is to bring back, invite, share, create, love, hold positivity in your life, and to make an impact not only in your life, but try to make an impact in others as well, to be there for others, to serve a purpose and to serve a mission that is bigger than you and me. That is the way to go. I believe as long as you are connected, emotionally invested in a purpose, it becomes more valuable. It becomes more clearer for you where you want to go, and also what steps you have to take and what steps you don't have to take. Because if we were to look at it from a different perspective in terms of comfort zone, we find ourselves more often than not getting out of our comfort zones. And fact is, if we don't get out of our comfort zone, we don't grow. All right? If we don't get out of our comfort zones, we don't grow. You got to challenge yourself. You got to push yourself. And if you are afraid, it just means that you're on the right track. More often than not, people are afraid to take a step forward because they are afraid of the outcome, or they're afraid of the process, or they're afraid of achieving the goal that they thought was unreachable. Those are the basic 3 fears. I think I mentioned that in a previous show. There are 3 fears that we all have: the fear of the process, the fear of loss, and the fear of achievement. And that 1 or 2 of them, or all 3 of them, might be the reason for you not to get out of your comfort zone. But failure is not negative. Failure is not something where you fail. Failure is just a learning curve. It's a place where you learn. It's an experience that you learn from, and you can bring forward to your journey, to your roadmap of life, so to say. So get comfortable being uncomfortable. Bob Proctor said that once. Very inspiring guy. I do hope I get to see him live one more time. But be comfortable being uncomfortable. That's it. Be comfortable being uncomfortable. The more you move outside the comfort zone, the more you grow as a person. Now, don't mistake the habit of getting outside your comfort zone to stay outside your comfort zone all the time. You gotta touch base. You gotta touch base into the center of you and who you are from time to time, right? Kind of in Danish we have a saying like putting your finger in the ground. I don't know if that's a thing outside of Denmark, but it makes sense in my head. But it's kind of to touch ground, touch base, call it what you want. Reconnect to what matters. You gotta step in your comfort zone and reconnect to what matters. Notice how your heart feels about the things that you're about to do, or the things that you have done, and if they are congruent with the goal that you have set yourself for yourself. All right, I think I've babbled on enough. I could probably continue, but for now, that's it. I promised myself to keep these podcasts for around 10 or 15-ish minutes, and still, my computer is still out of order. Everything is, at the moment, happening from my phone. Podcasts, lives, Zooms, meetings, social media, emailing, writing material, and everything happens from the phone at the moment because my computer broke down. So apologies, I didn't get to finish my website before my computer broke. I still don't have it on. If you would like to follow me, go to the social media platforms, Facebook or Instagram, Flemming Schmidt. Find me there, connect there, follow me there, reach out if you want, ask me questions. I would love to connect. Alrighty. Well, for the time being, this is it. Thank you for listening. I really appreciate you taking the time to listen to this podcast. I really honor you for that. I am deeply, deeply humbled, and I hope to have served the purpose of adding, inviting, creating, and sharing more positivity in your life, in our lives, in all our lives. All right. By the way, if I had a cool intro or outro jingle to work with this podcast, I would love to have had it. Now would probably have been the time to play it. Not the intro, the outro though. But I'm working on that. And thank you again for listening. I really honor you and appreciate you for taking the time to listen to me just babbling on. And I hope to have served you well. Take care and tune in again tomorrow. Okay? Take care.